had a front row seat for the Luka show. Oh my. Oh my!
Luka Doncic, when he plays the Clippers, it's a thing of beauty. I mean, he just turns it up a notch and he just goes full throttle.
Already in his career, this is Luka's 8th 40-point game against you guys. Do you think it'll ever get easier?
This dude, man.
I'm just here to issue a correction. Yeah, it was actually his 9th game where he scored 40 points against the Clippers. How do I know this? Well, I've gone through each time Luka scores 40. Let's get started, shall we?
I guess you wonder where I've been.
Made three by Leonard. Continued to run before the timeout and then slithering through the lane for the first points of the game.
Free right now.
They're here to win a championship.
In the paint, Luka, second basket for Dallas.
You know what? I'm starting to get tired of my own voice too, okay? You guys are mostly going to be watching highlights in this video because Luka is just that damn good of a player that whatever I say doesn't justify whatever the hell he's doing. He's just a marvel to watch, isn't he? He's just so beautiful.
Went back to the locker room with a hurt ankle, and now they're up by 1. Doncic nails the three-pointer. Luka Doncic now 11 points and 3 assists, getting help. 8 points for Porzingis, and Dallas with the lead. His first 7.5 years with Charlotte. Doncic again gets inside, trying to draw some contact.
Well, I guess I should provide some context at least. I mean, this was his first playoff game ever in his career. And Luka Doncic against the Clippers, a great Clippers team with 2 great wing defenders. I mean, Luka Doncic went off.
Doncic sees an opening, drives inside.
All the time, blaming the receiver instead of saying that was a poorly thrown pass.
Doncic puts it in.
Nowhere to go for Luka in the paint. Going to have to bail out the possession. Finney-Smith to Luka to beat the clock. Yes, sir! Leonard acted like he got hit in the neck, and he throws it away. Luka in the passing lane.
Hardaway goes back up top. Doncic sidestep, lays it up and in. Beautiful Euro step from Doncic.
Wide open, but so's Seth Curry in the corner all by himself. So they have options. Reggie Jackson comes in to help. He either can lay it up or toss it to a knockdown shooter.
Big Jim doing color.
Nice attack.
Yeah. Inside, Luka, 2 more. It's 34 points for Luka. It's a 1-point game with 6:18.
George made the play. That's a great look for Beverly.
Doncic spins inside, flips it up and in.
Luka against Kawhi. Pump fakes in the lane and scores again.
Well, just as Mark said, no shot blocking at the rim.
Marcus Morris, including tonight against the Mavs this year, he's averaged 21 points a game. In the paint, Luka, that's 40.
And a terrific competitive spirit about him.
Mavericks still alive. Doncic drives, gets inside, lays it up and in. It's a 4-point game.
That was the most points scored in the playoff debut in the history of the NBA. And Luka Doncic also set a record in game 2.
With those 2 points, fastest to 70 in playoff history in your first playoff run. Luka Doncic, 28 tonight.
I guess you wonder where I've been.
They see the action. They understand what you're trying to do. It makes it tougher, like you said, when you're random and they don't know where you're trying to accomplish.
Doncic, nice move.
This was a must-win game for Dallas. I mean, Clippers leading 2-1 in this series. And Luka Doncic, I mean, he would do something that hasn't been seen in a long time.
Because when Patrick Beverly comes back as Doncic gets deep in the paint.
Trying to draw the foul on Green. Continues all the way, coast to coast. Off the glass is good. Hasn't scored a heck of a lot. Drives, gets inside, right on cue. Count it, and the foul. Without their second leading scorer. Doncic and the foul. He just manages the game so well. 3-pointers up. It's good. Doncic already close to a triple-double. He had one in game 3, despite not playing as many minutes. Flips that one up and in. Having to go down to the G League, he said it was a very humbling experience. Oh, nice Euro step from Doncic.
So after getting blown out by almost 20 points in the second quarter, yeah, the Dallas Mavericks would come back, and most of that was because of Luka Doncic.
On the steal, Doncic takes it away from Paul George, drives inside, fake, shot, banks it home.
Got to put the ball in Doncic's hands.
Drives on Harrell, bank shot is good.
Kid Gilchrist.
Doncic again, sneaks inside, finds a way. Doncic drive, falling away, up and in. Doncic on the drive, falls back, shot is short, gets his own rebound, the putback, he banks it home. Doncic pulls back, three-pointer, bang! Lou Williams is on Doncic. Long three-pointer, puts it in! Throws it back up top, Kleba, now back to Doncic. Gets in the paint, drives it more, steps back and banks it home to tie it again.
I like this matchup about Luka. Could use that strength.
Spins on Jackson, layup, it's good! Back to Doncic. Doncic pulls up, three-pointer, bang! Bang! It's good! Doncic wins the game at the buzzer!
Let's go!
Yeah, this dude would be the third player in playoff history to pull off a 40, 15, and 10 stat line. And that was in his fourth playoff game ever. Luka Doncic in the list with Oscar Robertson and Charles Barkley. What a legend.
I guess you wonder where I've been.
Three-point try for Luka. Yes, sir. Run for the Clippers. They've scored the last 5 points to take the lead by 1. Luka drives against Paul George, and it's Porzingis. Easy to make it. Luka from the top of the key. Bullseye.
So that Zubac has been against the Mavericks. Oh, man.
Foul called on Leonard, and it goes in!
And then the strength of Doncic to get hit and then still be able to shoot the ball.
He really thought he was had potential to really do well.
Mid-range shot is good for Luka.
Just a marvelous individual, and I wish him a speedy recovery as Luka scores inside.
Clippers in front by 7 coming out of this timeout. Long three, Luka got it.
At this point, I'm guessing Luka was frustrated with the refereeing, the calls, so he had to give the referees 2 cents.
7th in the league in scoring at just over 28 points a game, and he's already over halfway.
He must have said that he was falling in love with her or some shit.
Wait, let him cook.
But there was a game going on at this time, and Luka Doncic, I mean, he was still rolling at this point.
Offensive threats in this game for the Mavs, who are tied with the Clippers at 40 apiece, but now they're in front. 4 minutes to go, first half, lead is 4. Luka driving past Jackson, to the Baja, and all the way down to Cabo. Luka and Kleba running the pick and roll. Baseline jumper. 3 passes. It is hard as you know what.
Yes, it is.
As Luka hits another 3.
Timeout, Clippers. Again, a deep.
Kleba with the exchange with Luka. And now Luka with Batum running up behind him. And Luka still in the paint.
Score.
And so far, so good.
So far, so good. Go take that man out.
Turnaround shot by Luka over Mora. Luka retrieves it. Batum getting after it defensively, but Luka gonna launch over him.
Just too good. He bails him out of a bad offensive possession with another step back 3.
7th assist of the game on that pass to Lou Williams for the bucket, but Luka at the other end again. George crowds Luka, then he got away from him, and a lob to Kleba. Now George up on Luka. Luka turns the corner, got around him in the paint. 40. Proudly tonight. Luka around George, and another floater.
There's just nothing else to say. Behind the back against one of the elite defenders in our league, and then hits a tough 12-foot floater.
Oh, he's him for real.
I guess you wonder where I've been.
Mavs know this is a problem for the Clippers.
Luka against Zubac, got it!
Building tonight.
Now Luka, the step back jack!
Crowd.
First foul on Zubac, who now once again has to try to guard Luka by the Mavs.
I speak frequently about hitting first.
And he hit him! That's a haymaker!
What did we say? Top of the key in that left wing, and that is from deep.
Luka Doncic leading the series 2-0 now against the Clippers. Yeah, he was looking for blood at this game.
Minutes tonight off the bench. Doncic.
And I mean, things got spicy between him and Pat Bev, and you could see it here, man. A skirmish ensued.
Like Russell Westbrook says, sometimes he might be out there trying to trick y'all that he's out there playing defense.
Wait, let him cook.
He's just out there running around doing a bunch. Those are Westbrook's words, not mine, Pat.
Against Zubac. The crossover, clipped his leg. Now he'll shoot the step back. His 41 points, only 11 came in the second half. Luka bumped by Rondo, off the glass, shooter's bounce.
At 60 plus the other night.
And they're on their way to that again. There's points in the paint, though. And that extra time here at the end of the half will buy them a little bit more opportunity to get their energy back for the second half as Luka goes inside to make it 24. They'll take the lead into halftime here in Game 3. Luka in the paint, fade away over Zubac. Yes, sir! Up their lead by a couple of points so far in the opening 3 minutes of the third. Foul, shot, good!
More in this third quarter.
Luka for 3 over Batum. Bullseye! 2 minutes.
That left corner killed him in the second half.
Luka answers. That gives him 41 points tonight. Again, Luka for 3.
I guess you wonder where I've been.
He's averaging 33 points a game in this series. Doncic the other way. He's averaging 33. Doncic again playing with the bad net. With a spin move there on Jackson. Met the defense. Doubled by Leonard. Still got it to go. Adjustments earlier in this series by the Clippers. 3. Doncic. Good.
Defender, great footwork, and then just a step back. Obviously knows he can get his shot against Reggie Jackson.
Star again, third year. Screen, long 3. Good.
At least they're consistent with that rule and that call.
White ball is in. There's a shot by Doncic. It's good again.
At this point, Luka was a madman. I mean, I don't know what possessed him, other than the fact that he was just wanting to win the game.
Moore's trying to block out Marjanovic. Marjanovic is 290. That's a big body.
Doncic again. Rondo is right there. And I think it puts it up and hits again. Went -6 and let the Clippers get back in. Doncic on the move. He's missed 3 in a row. And he puts that up and in with a nice follow. And he's got 27.
And I mean, the Mavs, they struggled to shoot the free in Game 4. Luka Doncic had to step it up. And it was poetry in motion.
George on Doncic. Will creep inside. Finds a sliver.
Just beautiful footwork, ball fake. Better play and shot by Leonard.
Doncic steers himself to the free throw line.
Back 3 contested, work the defense, try to get a better shot attempt on offense.
Look at the patience. Every Dallas point tonight. Weather assisting another turnover. 2-on-1. Buckle up. Here comes Luka.
For the Clipper defense, and right now Luka, he's catching alley-oops. I thought he was going to slam it right there. Execution, imploding a bit on the offensive end. Too many turnovers, and Luka taking over.
Ooh, the chiseling Doncic.
Not touching the basketball. Not good execution.
Works niftily around that screen and puts up a 3. 40 for Doncic. Now man, the 9th different Clipper to defend him. He'll drive and push and fire.
I guess you wonder where I've been.
And I mean, Game 7. There's no better game for Luka.
Just switching it. Ty Lue said right then before they went in that possession, and that's what Doncic has to do.
And you can in fact see him do the point to Tim Jr. if you look at the old game film. You can also see the Heat winning that series.
Doncic, little step back 3. That's good. Luka Doncic off to an excellent start.
Off of him, he's just attacking.
Doncic again. Puts it in. Luka Doncic red hot to start Game 7. Doncic gets past Batum. Stops, turns, falling away, and drops through. Doncic off 1 foot, backs up. It's good. Luka Doncic now 6 of 7 from the field. Doncic floats it high off the glass. Powell on the follow.
The birth of one of the most wholesome NBA memes, and also the birth of Game 7 Luka. I mean, this game was a treat to watch. Luka Doncic.
Interestingly, Ty Lue goes with man, so he stays small, attacking the zone of the Maverick.
Doncic has Terrence Mann on him. Drives, layup is good, and the foul. Zingas. Doncic drives, nice feed inside. Finney-Smith throws it down. Doncic for 3. Doncic drives on Leonard, pulls back high, arcing shot is good. Doncic against Morris, nice footwork, bank shot is good.
For Trey Burke.
Doncic, the Euro step, and an easy bucket. Doncic drives on Leonard, gets inside, stops, layup, banks it home, goes right at Kawhi Leonard. Doncic pulls back, step back 3. It's good! Doncic and Leonard, these two superstars matched up again. Doncic gets inside, banks it home. Doncic gets past Leonard and drives inside, and they're letting him lay it up and in.
guess you wonder where I've been.
It was not fun. But then Luka has put Zubac in the blender. Zubac with a score inside and left alone for way too long. Team fouls on the Clippers in the first quarter. Luka gave it up, got it right back into the shot clock. Bye-bye to Zubac.
Guys that are in the lineup right now, I think all of it is set up by this guy right here.
And another big one tonight. 8th straight game where he's just been absolutely outstanding in the first quarter. Here is Luka once again against Zubac, just absolutely torturing him. And then there are nights when he is just a splendid scorer. And tonight is one of those nights. Is at the scores table ready to come into the game for the Clippers. Now Luke Kennard, no foul was called. He had his hands all over him, and it still didn't keep him out of the paint as they've had a front row seat for the Luka show. Oh my. Oh my!
Me, when a guy starts launching it from the logo, a lot of people are watching. Trust and believe.
He was mad that he missed the 9th one. And it is Luka. And he puts the defense in a world of hurt again. Is 29 by Dirk Nowitzki, and 28 is the number right now for Luka with 1:21 to go in the first quarter. It's Luka Doncic with a 28-point first quarter, surpassing the 25 that Steph Curry had in the game against these Los Angeles Clippers. It was Zubac.
Get back to him. There it is.
And there it is. 7 threes made in the first quarter. He'll opt for the drive to the basket and flips it in.
You just knew when Luka went for 28 in the first quarter, you knew this game was going to be one of those career nights for Luka Doncic, and boy, yeah, it did not disappoint. His first ever 50-point game in his career. Wow.
That time under control against Bullock.
Late in the shot clock. Hello, Linda.
Absolutely.
Rim, and that sets up everything else in his game.
And I think he plays bigger. Oh, that's like a walk in the park. Reggie is to close out.
2 more for Luka. First quarter, he missed that attempt. Here's Green, here's Luka, and there's 41 points.
Back at where he needs to be, and you got to think with a guy like Luka creating the havoc that he does, there's going to be a lot of shots.
More havoc. Grabbing.
Trying to shake loose his skill.
Luka tried to draw a foul. No foul called. 50 points. 7-point lead with 40 seconds left. They went.
I guess you wonder where I've been.
So let me get this straight. This guy goes for 51, and now the Clippers are doubling him to start the game. And somehow, someway, it doesn't matter.
Put the Clippers in front. Up by one. But Dallas seesaws right back in front. Pass that's taken away by the Mavs. And a stop and pop. Deep three. Yes, sir. Luka.
You think you play on Thursday, you come back here on Saturday. Luka and Juan. There you go. Right, and they get tired of you in this place.
you start getting those texts.
As a scorer, he backs you down to where he likes.
And Luka drives inside to where he likes.
Nice.
Into the paint basket for Luka.
Last time we saw Ben Simmons in uniform, he looked a shell of himself. Nice finish inside.
It's kind of hard to double Luka when he's got shooters around him, and also, I mean, he's Luka Doncic.
He's a terrific player.
Well, it depends on what team he's on. If he's on your team,
That's exactly right.
Luka's just made a handful of corner threes this year. But connects on one there over Zubac. Right on the edge. Step back check.
The biggest player on their team, a shot on the inside against a defensive player that has 5 fouls.
Luka right back the other way. Something out of this trip down the floor. An offensive rebound has led to this opportunity. Luka another corner. Good!
Rebound, Mark.
The Clippers are last in the league at second chance point.
Gotta go now.
And he's going to go. And he will go to the basket.
When this guy scores 51, I mean, you don't expect him to go for 45. And that's what he did 2 days after the first game. Yeah, his stat lines are insane.
Doncic gets it. Was free. This is for the win. Clippers hold on 99-97.
I guess you wonder where I've been.
Oh, we're back in the present moment. And Luka, at this point, this was January 10th of this year. Luka Doncic went for 40 points. And I mean, this guy, he worked very hard for those points.
Just like I did.
7 for 7 on threes in the game against Dallas earlier this year. The Mavericks won by 2 in double figures in this game. To answer, Luka splashes in a 3. Woods behind the play right now. Not going to say he's a flatline guy out there, but he doesn't show very much emotion. And we've seen a lot more of it tonight. He's there, maybe a few more wins, and they're not in the play-in tournament where they ultimately lost to the Pelicans.
Body language of this team.
Luka working against Norman Powell in the paint. He scores.
Pass to with Paul George. Been on the bench. Reggie ready again.
And hits it again from Luka. Rebound and put back. Luka with a drive inside. Bumped by Zubac. Scores. Some heavy lifting that Dallas has to do. And that bounces in. By the way, Mann has 8 points in the fourth quarter. 10 for the game. 8 to come here in the fourth. He's working on a post-up once again, Luka. It has been all Luka down the stretch. A lot of it inside, but this one outside.
And not to try and go back up with it, but back it up. That's good.
And Luka answers right back.
So what did we learn today? Well, it doesn't take much for Luka Doncic to go for 40. I mean, it takes some just playing the Clippers, I guess. He's a Clipper killer, and it's no secret that he thrives playing against the Clippers. And there's something, despite him being under 500 all time when scoring 40 against the Clippers, I mean, you could just see it, man. The next 2 games within a couple of weeks from now, he might, actually probably will, make this video outdated and score 40 again.
I mean, he loves playing against a lot of people, but for some reason he really loves playing against us.
I would also appreciate it if you checked out my other videos and also subscribe to the channel, you know, do the things that would help me a lot. Yeah, thank you guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.